Hi guys, welcome back to Art Unfiltered. It's Tuesday. You already know this is our time. Little corner for honesty, reflection, and the kind of conversations that stay with you long after they're over. Today's episode is a little special because it started somewhere unexpected. I was working on an entry newsletter for my company. One of those pieces that are supposed to be professional, polished, and to the point. But as I was writing, I caught myself thinking, this isn't just for work, this is for my people too. And by my people, I mean you. So here we are, beyond the bio. This is a conversation about who you are when you strip away the job title, the hometown, the religion, the achievements. This is about the quiet legacy we leave behind, the one that doesn't show up in introductions but is deeply felt. So we spend a lot of time introducing ourselves. Hello, I'm Yusuf. I am Yoruba. I live in Lagos. I'm creative. I'm soft spoken. Those labels help people place us, they help organize the world, but they barely scratch the surface of who we really are. Lately, I've been sitting with this feeling that so often we are seen through summaries, through our bios, our titles, our cultural tags, and I started wondering, if you stripped away all that, your job, your religion, your accent, your background, even your hobbies, what would remain? That question stayed with me, not loudly, of course, just a quiet echo. So I started asking people, not in a formal way, just over coffee, on walks, while waiting for a meeting to start. And of course, my friends, I'd say, if no one could describe you by what you do or where you are from, who would you be? And almost every time, people pause. Not because it's a hard question, yeah, but because it's an honest one. And here's what some of them said, and I just want you to listen. Not to analyze or compare, just listen. So, Tomisin said, I want to be remembered as someone who was fully present. I try not to worry too much about the future. I believe it unfolds if I keep showing up in small, honest steps. Fermi said, I want to be remembered for doing the right thing, even when it wasn't the easy thing. Blessing said, I want people to remember my mind, to say she had a powerful mind. Ayomide said, I want people to say I showed up, not just for work, but for people. Omotayo said, I hope they remember me as someone who always made space for laughter, even during the stressful stuff. Temitope said, even if they forget my name, I hope they remember that I made them feel safe to be themselves. John said, I want to be remembered as someone who built bridges between arts, someone who turned strangers into friends with empathy and courage. None of these answers fit into a LinkedIn resume or a biography. You won't find them on a resume, but they matter. They are real, and they reveal something deeper than any profile could. So now I'll ask you, if you couldn't be introduced by your title, if no one could say your job, your religion, your city, your schooling, who would they say you are? What do you leave behind in the room after you walk out? Maybe it's the way you made someone feel hurt. Maybe it's your steady calm during chaos, or your refusal to pretend. Maybe you're remembered for asking good questions, for listening, for laughing without holding back. Whatever it is, that's you. That's the part no one can introduce, but people can feel. So, as usual, here is my little challenge for you. In the next few days, in your conversations, your side chats, your voice notes, even your emails, pay attention to the legacy you are quietly leaving behind. Not the one you're posting, not the one you're performing, but the one that lingers when you're gone. It's in your patience, in how you say hello, in how you make space. It's not about applause, it's about presence. And that kind of presence that doesn't need a name tag. If this episode stay with you, maybe send it to someone who knows you, not by what you do, but by how you make them feel. And if you're feeling brave, you can ask them, who am I to you beyond the obvious stuff? You might be surprised by what you hear. Anyways, this was Unfiltered, and until next time, keep showing up as more than a title. Keep showing up as you. Bye.